Jeez, one job, Justin.
My bad.
I was not privy to this.
He was lettering comic books, and I'm trying to make a cursing joke.
Well, when we had discussed it, I said, you just want me to shake my head like I'm D'Lo Brown and hold that up. And he went.
So if you don't get the joke, go check out Dustin's CGC Meltdown. You have to watch it all the way through to the very end because that's when the meltdown actually happens.
Skip out after you see what the grades of the books are and think that's the meltdown. It ain't about the grade of the books. It's what happens after I try to close the and when I'm trying to close the video out, then I notice something and then just
And for the Golden Tier members, you guys get to see the uncensored version that posted this morning. So what's up, Tosh? What's up, Louie? ICT Vinny, that's right. What's up, Myth Lab Music? Hello, hello. And he's like, no more coffee. And look, don't worry, I got it right here. Oh, hold on. Where'd it go?
Oh, I'll tell you something. Cup of coffee right here. And if you don't like it.
Oh man, the meltdown was awesome. Yeah, man, it was. So the thing with that, right? We kept it for about a week, and we were trying to decide: should we post it? Should we edit it? Should we not? Should we? What should we do? And so we talked with Justin about it, right? Because Justin's a part of this, and we certainly don't want to post anything that would ever, look negative upon him either. And we all decided, like, let's just put it out censored. Be real, be truthful with people, be honest. So that's what we ended up doing, and so far everybody seems to have a pretty positive reaction to it. Dustin looks like he's waiting for Justin to show up at the table with him. Did they bail you, brother?
See, I did this table so that me and Nick would have something to record on when he was here, besides sitting at my little tiny desk. But yeah, it does seem a bit too much when I'm by myself. How's this? Is that better? Yeah.
What's up, Ryan? What's up?
I don't know. An Oscars for acting, man, and there was none of that in there. If I had gave it the old, well, I did my best and hoped for the best, and it didn't work. That would have been the Oscar, but I don't know.
Yeah, man, that Golden Tier video. I went back and we watched it this morning before I posted it. I mean, you're pretty brutal with it. Thomas.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't expecting it to actually get dropped that way. I mean,
yeah,
I was just letting out my frustration, and I was like, Nick can edit all this out and take whatever good part is left, if there is anything.
What's going on, Thomas? Nice to have you here this morning. What's going on, Dewey Day Trader? What's up? How's that 9-2? Oh man, but it was. I'm glad it got the reception it did. I think it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. And I was on with the guys over at Whack Comics last night, and I tried to make something clear there, and I'll do it again. Like this video is not about us saying in any way don't go use CGC. That is not what we're saying at all. I mean, to me, I think that forcing a change to do better would actually be the goal. I mean, I'm not going to stop using them, but if they keep screwing up, then they're going to keep getting called out on it. I mean, I am kind of terrified because I'm sending the next things I want to send in is my Ghost Rider 1, and I want to crack my Marvel Spotlight 5, have it pressed and clean and resubmitted. So those two kind of terrify me. That right now the Spotlight 5 is in a perfect case, and I need to get my Iron Fist 14 reholdered. So we'll see. I mean, if I can just get some decent cases with the correct labels and stuff like that, I mean, I'll be happy. So we'll see.
Oh man. Well, Justin, how's your morning going, man?
Good. Making the comics.
You get a chance to actually read some books now with your new digital reader?
Yeah, and you know what? I really for now, I like Comixology Unlimited.
Yeah.
Gives you a little taste of everything that's out there, right? Some Marvel, some DC, some indie stuff. Like, I'm happy with that selection.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Yeah. what else was I going to talk about? So I have a mystery box to open up. I have my new Comic Book Day books to open up, and then I got something from Drew Zucker and David Boer from Canto, the Canto team. I'll show off. Justin, did you get a chance to pick up your books?
I did. I did not know that's what we were doing, so I'll
No, it's fine. I was just going to show them off since we do the new Comic Book Day stuff. You don't have to.
I'll just show off the hardcovers that I have sitting here.
Okay, cool.
You guys
know,
see this?
I've not seen CGC showing a book at Blue Pages. Please send that to us. So on IG, at Two Brothers Comics, I think we follow you. We should. This is actually, I believe he's a Huntsville guy. Josh at Haven has all of the slab stands there. Yeah, they might. Man.
Hey, we haven't renewed ours, and I'm probably just gonna start going through my comic shop anyway. So I'll start covering the serial numbers so they can't trace it back to my comic shop and
yeah, for sure. Sorry. Yeah. Jesse, so he said, I watched the video, every book that is absolutely, there's no reason why books shouldn't have a 9.2. If it's something as small as a slight crease at this exact spot, sure, put it there.
I mean, and Nick saw the book. Nick looked at the book too. I mean,
and that's one thing, right? So you guys know I'm very serious about the channel and what I'm willing to put up and protect the brand and our reputation and things like that. And I wasn't going to put the video up until I personally saw the book and made sure it wasn't Dustin just being a little frustrated. But no, that book was absolutely clean. I mean, you have a 9.8 Uncanny 266 that doesn't look better than an 8.5, but that book's a 9.2. You know what I mean? So in my I wish you would have said this in the video, but my opinion on it is this is a company that has some serious quality control issues. And I get it, the percentage to what they put out is a very low ratio. But if they're messing up grades and labels and all this stuff, what makes me think that they're not messing up grades too? They're not misgrading things. And that's my frustration with it, is at what point are mistakes okay? If they're messing up these cases and everything else in the labels and putting in books upside down, like, okay, human error, but they're grading these books too. There's, are we not receiving bad grades? So that's my opinion on it.
Well,
But anyway,
and I spoke to somebody today. They actually hit me up or they commented on the video.
yeah.
There's other creators out there who do like the 25 pre-screens, and message us on Instagram. And maybe I can look at the shop today when I'm there. But that'll come back, denied for the 9.8 pre-screen, and then take those same books, don't do anything with them, don't press or clean them, send them right back in, and they're coming back 9.8s. And it's like, where's the consistency there?
The biggest part is it's all subjective, right?
It is, absolutely.
I mean, it's all, you might get a guy who is having a good day, right? And then you might get a guy who's, got into a fight with his significant other the night before.
Yep.
I think that has a lot to do with it. I wish they should do like a meet your grader, like where you get to like have like a live conference call or something. You get a picture of them before they grade your books. Maybe you can send them some chocolates, or have send some friends over to see them. Something to make them feel like you're going to appreciate what they're going to do the next day. Something, open it up for some bribery. I don't know.
That's a good idea. I mean, you should be able to know who the grader is, and you should be able to rate them like a professor at a university after you get your grade.
Ooh. Chaos, I know, but we've been doing these for the last week and a half, and we keep like titling it something that's going to screw with Bueller, just as a joke. We're trying to channel our inner chaos in comics, basically. That's right. Hey, Do it your way, man. Hey, Troy, nice to have you, man. We are truly appreciative of you jumping on board and being a subscriber. Hopefully you
Absolutely.
enjoy some of the content, and we certainly appreciate you being here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. One of the ones that helped us to hit 2,000 overnight.
That's right. So, Justin,
Overnight.
congratulations to you.
2,000. That means we're 500 away. 500 away from being able to do the giveaway, and only 3,000 away from doing the fight.
Perry's my grader. What's up? What's up? Exactly. Now, obviously, he's joking around a little bit, but yeah. And that's because afterwards, Chaos, I redo the thumbnail and retitle them so it doesn't. So maybe it'll actually pick up some real traffic afterwards. I'm leaving this comment up here all night, all morning. So Justin, what should we do, man? Do you want to talk about your new hardcover you've been checking out, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Hey, man,
I love you too.
we love you. I love you more. All right. Here we go. We're leaving that up. Go ahead, Justin.
All right, so picked up some hardcovers. The hardcovers just came in over the past week. The first one, I got Invincible Deluxe Volume 7. I had 1 through 11 or 1 through 12, but for whatever reason, I didn't have 7. So I picked up 7. I'm actually in a fantasy football league at my comic book store, and I won enough money to pay for this. So it was a good year.
Right on.
I got my first true omnibus, New Mutants Volume 1.
Dang, that's cool, man. I wanted to get that, and then the more I thought about it, I'm just not so sure I'm invested in New Mutants enough to spend the money.
That's fair.
You know, like I really would love to read the story, but that's just I mean, I could bet you I could read it in the Marvel app. And I don't mean that like, I'm not trying to sound terrible, but I don't know, man. Just New Mutants, is it worth it? We'll see.
You know, mutants are kind of my thing. So
Yeah,
that
for sure.
that was, the main reason why I picked it up.
Yep.
But the book that I got, and I actually read all of this, and it is probably my favorite book of the year. And I know that that's cheating because it came out like a week ago. And it's probably the cool hot thing to pick, but Reckless by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I love this book. This book was awesome. Just so much fun. I'm happy to see that they're making it a kind of like a series of hardcover graphic novels. So I think the next one comes out in April.
So that's just the volume 1?
This is just volume 1. Like they didn't do single issues or anything. They were just like, here you go.
Okay.
Digging on some Ed the Baker.
So how many issues is in there?
I have no idea. It is.
Or how many pages, I guess?
That's a good question. They're not actually numbered.
No worries. No worries.
But it's that many pages.
Oh, so that's like, read that in an hour, maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, did I like this more than Pulp?
Ooh.
Yes, just because there was more here than Pulp. Like I really felt like I got my bang for buck on this one.
Yeah.
You have to read that one first.
Oh my God. So if we hit 5K, Dustin and I will fight. And this is what they're referring to.
Nick as Canto.
Would I have to shave my head?
No, we'll get you a bald cap.
Okay.
Before he goes bald, like in the movie.
I like it.
Your hair will be grown out by then too.
That's awesome.
It will.
So tell me a little bit about Reckless and what it's about before I go dive into this thing.
So Reckless tells the story of a guy who is kind of like a one-man A-team.
Okay.
Where you call a number whenever you have a problem, and if he thinks your case is interesting enough, he'll take care of it. So
Really?
yes. So through that, he meets up with, you know what? It would be best if I just read the back. Right?
Okay.
All right. Meet Ethan Reckless. Your trouble is his business for a price. A former 60s radical with the scars to prove it, Ethan is one part repo man, one part private eye, and one part wrecking ball. But when a fugitive from his Weather Underground days reaches out for help, Ethan will have to face the only thing he really fears anymore, his own past. It's sex, drugs, and murder in the early 80s Los Angeles as Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, the best-selling creators of Criminal, Fatale, Kill or Be Killed, and Pulp, launched their first graphic novel series with an electrifying new take on the paperback pulp hero.
I like it.
We got issues. Thank you so much. That is awesome, man. I swear to God, I forgot we had super chats. I was like, what happened in the chat? We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
For sure, man. Truly do appreciate it. All right, so I checked it out on Amazon, man. Right now, it's on sale for $17.
Yeah,
So
it's worth the $17.
I may do that.
And it's nice thick hardcover. Looks good on the shelf. Except if there's
Death Metal says, buy it now.
That's right. Buy it now.
Yeah, on this, I mean,
It depends on what you're sending. If it's all moderns, like that came out in the last few months, I would probably do a 9.6 or 9.8.
yeah.
Only reason I'm saying that, right? And we're not the CGC spec guys by any means, or the resellers or the flippers. But
9 times out of 10, if it's something that new, anything outside of a 9.8 is not going to really hold much value.
the value drop.
And if you go look, at a lot of books will have, like, you know, some decent value at a 9.8. Like, you might see a book be around $300 at a 9.8. You jump down to a 9.6, it might be worth like $75. I mean, that can be the difference sometimes on those. So just look them over really well. Don't forget to check the insides. Make sure the pages inside look good. Make sure you inspect the corners, up and down spine, front and back. And, just make sure that you really, really inspect those books good. And if they're all modern books, I'd say if they came out in the past 5 to 10 years, I would set a 9.8. But you can always go check, like go collect and see what the grades are going for and see if it's going to be worth it to do a 9.6 or a 9.4 or whatever.
And you're absolutely right. And that was going to be my opinion. Check eBay sold, go collect, whatever. Because if you have a 9.8 and it's selling for $200, but then, a 9.2 is, a $20 book, that's not going to be worth your cost of grading. So just check it out, see what makes sense financially, is really the best option for you. And again, we are not the resellers and the flippers and all that stuff by any means. We're just, we'll resell some comics, 6, 7, 8 months, 9 months that may have been our personal copy, but we're not buying 15 books off a shelf and reselling. So, Dustin,
It's one of us. Google gobble, one of us. We accept that one of us. Google gobble, one of us. We accept that one of us. Google gobble.
Man, it's been a long time. Seems like it's been a long time since we got to play that. Thomas, appreciate that, man.
We need to acknowledge him. So thank you, Thomas. And one other person that has joined, actually joined yesterday. Let me pull up their name real quick because I do want to acknowledge them.
I was looking for it before you even said something. I couldn't find it in the brand, but I was already looking for it. And I was like, man, it's been so long, I forgot where it's at.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to find that gentleman's name. I want to make sure we talk about that. So.
Absolutely. The other members chiming in. Thanks so much for joining the channel. We appreciate that.
All right. So Alvin Fields is who also joined the channel yesterday. So thank you to Alvin. We do truly appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. So there's a couple of topics here.
Yeah. So and that doesn't mean that you don't want the books to still grade as high as possible. Like I said in the video last night, I don't grade my books with the intention of selling. I grade my books with the intention of investing in them so that if something happens and I do have to sell them, I have the best chance to get the most out of them. because obviously if it's gotten that bad and I have to sell something I really love that much, I obviously want to be as much worth it as possible. So I definitely understand that. I mean, even if it's just for your PC, I mean, still don't cut yourself short.
See, saw $6,000.98 to $600.96 drop on Joms. And that's what's crazy. And that's what's so frustrating about CGC is because that 0.2 difference that is basically null can cost you that much money. But anyways, I don't want to continue to harp on that. But Justin,
yeah,
I think the biggest mistake in my life,
I'm probably going to do some kind of a follow-up video at some point. Go back through the comments on the video and do like a response video. So,
all right. So, Justin,
Yes.
the biggest regret in my life that I did not use is this sensor sound for Dustin's video. Now it's not going to play. Hold on. Hold on. Dang it. You get it? The SpongeBob dolphin cussing?
oh, no, I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, so in SpongeBob, when he gets angry and starts yelling, they just played that over the top. Dude, that would have been so funny, especially on your long rants where you're and it would just So, are you going to resubmit the Mortal Kombat?
I don't know. I don't know. I probably will, but
Yeah.
it'll be a minute because I've already got other stuff lined up. I mean, I've still got like 6 TMNT books that are at CGC right now or on their way to CGC that I'm waiting to come back. I've got a book to send to the JDF signing, my Ghost Rider books. So I'm sure I'll send it back. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, Justin, anything else you were going to show off?
Nah, that's it for now. I'll save the rest for Saturday.
Okay. And what I'm probably going to do is I wonder if that Reckless book, like I'll still buy the hardcover, but I'm wondering if it's on like Comixology or something to read.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Because I can go through and read that all over the place. Oh, and Dustin, I would love, if you do a follow-up, I'd love to get Jimmy's opinion on that 9.2 and get, since he's the one that pressed it, I'd love to get a little clip from him or something, write a statement. And I meant to tell you that earlier, but I'm saying it now so we all remember. All right. Well,
yeah, I didn't want nobody watching that video think in any way that I was putting any of that off as Jimmy's fault. I do not blame my presser at all whatsoever. And he's my buddy. He's not my presser, but not at all do I blame Jimmy for any of that. Somebody did make that comment, but no, not at all.
Yep. All right. So this is what I picked up from the comic shop. Huh?
You're frozen.
No, I'm not. I hate you so much. So much.
It's not fair. Everybody got comic books this week except me.
No, I did not get the one I wanted to, man. Diamond didn't send the retailer incentive over.
That's okay. My shop hasn't gotten any comic books, so.
But I'm going to get it. Like if Josh doesn't end up getting it, I'm going to get it. And then I picked up 2 copies of these. One I'm going to throw in that bro box, which we're going to draw for this Saturday.
I have 3 copies for the bro box. So
well, there we go. But we have to draw for the bro box, draw for the gym, draw for the BCW showcases.
The Mad Cave.
So that's what we're doing this Saturday too.
It is going to be the Two Brothers Comics drawing for everything we haven't in the past month. Live show this weekend. And
Nick's about to put out way too much money to go ship and buy all this stuff. So this is a mystery box I bought. I went ahead and unwrapped and did all the tape and stuff, so it wasn't loud. This is from B. Ramey on Instagram. It finally showed up. Packaging was excellent. Tape was perfect. Tape pulls, everything was gorgeous. So I'm just going to flip through. I kind of just, put them front to back and all that good stuff. All right. So the first one. Oh, too close. Detective Comics number 505, starring Batman. And you guys know I love these old Batman Detective Comics. Like if I were to jump in to start collecting something as a full run, it would probably be Detective Comics or Batman. because they're like most of the time they're not overly expensive except for the few keys and obviously Tech 27, 28, 29, all those. But I love those old classic logos. So next one, Invincible Iron Man 104. So an awesome Iron Man cover there. And these could be keys. I'm just not real familiar with those.
Can I call dibs on that one?
This one?
No, on the Iron Man.
Sure.
So where did you said these are for the Bro Box?
No. This is a mystery box I bought from B. Ramey.
Oh, a B. Ramey box. That's right.
So and you can find it on Instagram if you want to buy one from
him. He's still got some left, guys. He's got a grand prize in there too, I think, right?
Yeah, if they sell out, he'll draw for a grand prize. Thor 228. Ooh, look at that one. Batman Anniversary Issue 400. That's a cool looking cover.
Ooh, I like that next one.
Well, I think that one is a key, isn't it?
This one?
No. The next one.
Oh, I don't know.
I was fixed to say, like, dude, I don't know what that book runs, but I'd like to have that.
Well, somebody look it up.
I'm on it.
Captain America 333. That is cool. Is this where?
Is that where they show Falcon is the next Cap?
Maybe.
No. It is.
Oh, look at the behind it. Look what's next.
Uh-oh.
That Southern Comic Geek handed me one of them when we met up. So that's cool because don't you have the Leonardo?
I did. I don't know if we sold it back when we did Facebook or not.
Oh. So
I think I might have given it to you.
4 is all you have.
I think I might have given it to you. So that is, and you're right. It does say the introduction by Stephen King. So
nice.
He said this is Stephen King's first work in comics.
Right on. Look at that squared off cape, man. That's great looking.
All right, so we showed off this one.
Yeah, that's John Walker. That's right.
First John Walker.
Yeah.
Right on. So sorry, I didn't get all the tape off of this, I guess.
And I think I've got the John Walker first appearance as Captain America. I think that's what this is.
All right, and then the final one, Strange Academy #1, a variant. And we all know that this will probably one day be a fairly hot book. Right on. So that's a pretty good mystery box.
I think so.
I mean, I'm very happy with that. Very happy. So thank you, B. Ramey, for that. It took a while to get here because of USPS, but it did finally show up.
That Cap book will go. That's actually I've got a few in that series that story arc there. Right. That is John Walker.
Okay, so yeah, is that a werewolf in the background or a bloodhound? On whose thing?
It's not mine.
Oh, he might be asking about your Casey Jones picture, Dustin.
No, there's a dog barking in someone's background.
Oh, I can't hear it.
I have a full-blooded blue tick, and then I have a red bone. So, if somebody heard dogs barking, it could be one of my hounds. Yes.
A new comment just came in, and we haven't been able to keep up with them, but it says, hate the grades, but love the bleeps. Nice gambit. Oh, man.
What was the Strange Academy you had?
That's the variant edition.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's a pretty cool variant.
Yeah. And those crap, Strange Academy's all over the place right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's going to go hot. So, but thank you, B. Ramey. Do appreciate that. If you want to check out his Instagram, it is literally just BRAYME, and you can check that out. Your cases look empty.
What's up, Phil?
What's up, Phil?
Uh-oh.
I don't know what happened.
Yes, my cases are empty. It's because I'm getting ready to put lights up in there, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be open to put in there as well.
Well, we expect that to be done before Saturday.
Oh, I should probably buy the lights then, huh?
Justin's such an a-hole. Let it focus. There we go.
Whoa.
So my Kanto showed up.
That's so crazy. Those got to you in like 24 hours, and there is stuff all over the planet that has been trying to be delivered for a month and still hasn't gotten delivered. But Kanto makes it 24 hours.
Yeah, and nicely packaged. So there's only Justin, you said whoa, but there's only 8 of those made.
I was
total.
wondering what was in that box.
There's only 8.
Only 8. And I bought one. I actually bought a 2-pack. Tyler Shattered Comic Book.
He's like,
Sorry.
how did I miss out on this extremely low print exclusive?
So it was on their Instagram, and it is I believe, and I could be wrong, but I believe it's a resin 3D printed Kanto, and it's technically an ornament, but it's painted gold and one's painted silver. I have the silver one back up in here because that's my dress. Don't show that. What do you call it? He wanted one, and he was at Disney, so he actually told me about it, so that's why I split it with him. But yeah, and this wasn't even like next day priority. This was just regular USPS, man. So
quick. I was just like, dude, no way.
Yep. But Tyler, he's gonna get the silver one, and just decided to split it. But yeah, it's pretty cool though, man.
I finally got updates. Toka and Rezar are on their way to both of us. Maybe we can do a 2-way edited video unboxing where we just rip the boxes open and play with them and let you guys watch.
You guys gonna have a 2-way? That's cute.
It's a good point. I didn't check to see the actual like when they're supposed to be here.
Oh, I don't think that even is a factor. Hey,
Yeah, now it's going to bother me, so I have to check.
What'd you say, Dustin?
I said, there you go. Make you a necklace. Put it on a chain.
The thing's pretty fragile, man. I'm hoping I have a random USPS package that's supposed to be delivered today. I have no clue where it's coming from or what, but like I really hope it's this Millions Comics mystery
Bob,
box.
what's going on, man?
What's up, Bob World? Because the GP for that one is a 9.8 Star Wars 42, and I really hope that gets delivered, and then that's the GP, so I can have a freak out.
Oh, I thought okay. I thought you were saying you bought a 9.8 Star Wars 42. I'm like, you got a raw one that's got a pretty good hit in it. Why did you buy one?
No, dude. Well, hell, after your video, CGC may never.
Saturday. It'll be here Saturday.
And FedEx hasn't been messing up.
You want to make a bet?
It's FedEx, man. They've been on time every time.
I don't know. My CGC books were 6 days late.
Well, I do have some questions as to why it's coming from New Jersey, but it's currently in Wisconsin. I kind of live in between those places.
I don't know. Y'all hear that jet? Since we live next to a military base, we always have jets and helicopters and stuff fly over the house.
All right. What
an email? My rent office just said that my renewal is getting ready to come up. I ain't signing it.
All right. Well, let's get back to comics and coffee.
I was going to lead it into comics because
go ahead.
Build a studio in a walk-in museum style basement with all my great stuff everywhere, with my 9.2s and my 9.0s and my cracks and my scuffs. And
look, I cannot believe I rewatched that part where you threw the slab down. I'm like, oh shoot, nobody commented on that though.
I had to.
I know because you were gonna break it in half.
My first thoughts when I had that in my hand were, I was about to just wow. I mean, that was my first thoughts. I was about to do that, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna drop the book. Like, I mean, I was just about to the whole book in half. Now that would have made for some great content, and because of it being the Mortal Kombat book, I'm probably the only person on the planet that would have cried afterwards and even cared. But that was very, very close to what I was about to do. Mine says Monday. It is also in Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin, or wherever.
So what's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
What do you want to bet? That mine will be here on Saturday. Because depending on what the bet is, I might take it.
Is this Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I kept wanting to say Michigan. What the hell?
I think that's technically the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah. So you're really close to Wisconsin though. So no.
No, I'm not really close. Like Wisconsin is still like probably like a 14 to 16 hour drive.
Yeah, it's probably about a 60-hour drive for me.
Good Lord.
But they are. It does seem like both of our toys are probably in the same box right next to each other. So at least we know they're keeping each other company.
Good Lord. Guys,
We're not betting 9-2. No, I will not break the book.
he didn't do the video for content view, man.
No, not at all.
I decided not to destroy bet the 9-2. Oh my gosh. But so guys, last night I was out here looking at my Star Wars omnibus and I was like, man, I need to go ahead and
I can't read it.
Smash.
Yeah.
Oh man. But I was out here showing my wife the Star Wars omnibus I have and kind of showing her just kind of what Star Wars looks like in the comics versus the movies and stuff. And I was like, I need to go ahead and buy volume 3 before it just gets outrageous and I'm not going to spend the money on it. Sure as heck, man. It like 6 months ago, $40. I could find them everywhere, eBay, anything. Now I can't find like that. I got one guy willing to sell it to me for $85. It looks a little busted, plus 15 shipping.
Well, welcome to my life for the last 6 months with turtles, where nobody on the planet gave a rat's hairy behind about anything turtles. But then all of a sudden, we have the most, huge turtles escalation year ever. And now a book that was $20, $30 for the last 20 years is now a $2,000 book. It sucks, doesn't it? And when all the speculations died and all the smoke is cleared and they've sucked every dime and every drop of blood out of your franchise that you've been collecting that they can and move on to the next one, the prices still stay like way the hell up here instead of going back to where they were so that you can finish buying what you had already started and just weren't able to find. Sorry. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Well, and that's kind of what's frustrating to me with the Star Wars stuff. Like, Star Wars was no big deal. I mean, you could buy number 142, whatever. And now everybody's like, oh, issue 719-12 that doesn't exist, but technically it's the first appearance of Luke Skywalker's left toenail and it's strong with the Force. So we're going to pay $1,000 for it. And it's like, come on, man. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, once all of the hype has died down and, the speculation aspect of it is not as big and everybody has went and bought their copies and flipped them and turned them and this, that, and the other. And then the new shiny toy shows up, whatever that be, the true Star Wars collectors are going to still be stuck with these high prices that were inflated for basically no reason, just like the turtle books. Those prices on those books were inflated for basically no reason. And stuff like that TMNT Adventures #1, which in my opinion, like it says first appearance of Krang, first appearance of Bebop and Rocksteady. So the Bebop and Rocksteady first appearance, like they're in human form. So most people, unless you're a Turtles fan, most people don't even know that they started out as humans. And most people don't even know that in that book they are still humans. They don't actually change until I think the next issue. And as far as Krang goes, he was never named, but the alien race that Krang is a part of has been around since like issue 5 or 4 of the Mirage Studios run. So like that book, I don't know what caused that book to jump. But that book's been like a $20, $30 book forever. Now everybody is paying hundreds of dollars for them raw. It's over $2,000 for a 9.8 newsstand. And for why, I don't know. But the price will never go back down to a price that is like anywhere near where it was. And that goes for the rest of the books in that run. And the same thing is about to happen with Star Wars. Eventually, they'll get tired of Star Wars. And
I don't know. It's going to be a minute. Disney.
I mean,
Plus,
look how long Turtles stayed hot. I mean,
yeah, but there's no big news with Turtles. Disney Plus has Rogue
oh, I
Squadron.
know. But you got to remember, though, this just happened. I mean, it seemed like Turtles was going to stay on fire forever, too. I'm telling you, dude, give it 3, 4, maybe 5 months, because I think the whole Turtles thing stayed hot for about 6 months, maybe. But a new a new shiny thing is gonna pop up in a few months. And
I don't think so.
Not saying that Star Wars will go down at all. That's what I'm saying. Like, it will stay elevated, but something else will pop up that was just sitting there, just, you know, nobody cared about it for years and years, and now all of a sudden, like, ooh, look at this thing. And those prices will start, you know, and it's like, for what, you know?
Well, yeah. Well, and to change the topic slightly, and I'm curious on Justin's take, but after watching Wonder Woman 84, I'm not going to bash it, but I will say I'm not a fan. I was a huge fan of the first one. The second one, just not my cup of tea. No big deal. It makes me less excited for Rogue Squadron now, Justin.
Oh, really? I didn't think about that.
It depends. I mean, it depends on who the writers are going to be. Patty Jenkins did the first Wonder Woman. It was great. But she wrote the second one and did a lot of stuff on that. The CGI looks like there was no anatomy to the bodies. Story was not ideal. I mean, it was pretty rough. And so that definitely makes me less excited for Rogue Squadron.
You know, all I want out of a Rogue Squadron movie is just dogfights and X-Wings. That's all I want. So
Yeah.
if that's the entire movie, cool. That's
Yeah. I just hope that the CGI and stuff in the green screen work even is at a much larger or better level, right? But again, in Feige we trust, in John Favreau we believe, man. So
Baloney. Yep.
That is the most, like, who made that up?
So in Favreau or in Feige we trust has been going on for years, and then in that Star Wars video I did a while back, I was like, in Feige we trust, but in Favreau we believe, and I just have been repeating it since then.
That is like, I don't know. That makes me feel so uncomfortable when you say that. I'm just like,
Well, it's supposed to be like,
I understand what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cringy, dude. Like,
in Feige we trust.
no, just the whole thing together.
No, you keep doing it.
Like, I love John Favreau, but
Ooh.
my John Favreau is,
Four Christmases
wearing
chicken.
Affliction T-shirt. Hey, welcome to the Octagon, son. You know, for
Good
Christmas.
morning, Jeff.
Like, that's my John Favreau. Like I don't know how to take this guy in the suit.
Well, hey Tom, absolutely, man. Don't read the books there, but good morning, Jeff. Hello. And I don't know when the animated one's supposed to drop. Do you, Dustin? I haven't heard. But where were we at about the Star? Oh, Favreau and stuff. Justin, Disney Plus has a behind the scenes of The Mandalorian. Have you watched that?
I have not.
I watched the first episode where they bring in all the directors that directed all the different episodes. It was really cool to watch, just the first one. So I'm excited to dig into that. And did you know we're not going to get The Mandalorian for probably another 2 years?
So I thought we were going to get it, but it was going to be really, really late 2021, early 2022.
See, from my understanding, Pedro Pascal had an issue, right? And he threatened to quit and a bunch of stuff. So they weren't sure when they were going to start filming. And then that's when the Book of Boba came out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to put that where the normal Mandalorian time slot was every year. You know, year after year, it's been the same time.
Gotcha.
That one's going to take that slot now. And they're not going to be, and this is per Favreau. He said Mandalorian season 3 is not going to start filming until after the Book of Boba. Now, does that mean after it airs or after they're done filming? He didn't reiterate. But he's been very careful about what he's been saying about Mando season 3 and stuff. So I'm very intrigued to know what's going to be going on. So
I'll tell you what we need is the Book of Boba. Boba. You know what I'm saying? That's what we really need.
Yeah, if they did, the only way I would support anything with Sebulba as like a standalone show, if it's like a a Sebulba, a Talladega Nights type thing.
Yep. But yeah, my wife and I have been rewatching all the Star Wars movies, and yeah, man,
I finally watched that hour-long video of the guy explaining why Jar Jar is like the most evil of beings ever. Dude, I mean, those guys really, really made that believable. Seriously.
Yeah.
Especially with the whole thing about
yes. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
especially with the whole thing about what's his name saying that they changed everything after the first one because everybody hated Jar Jar so much, and that he could have been revealed later on as the Sith Lord, but they had to bring in Count Dooku because everybody hated Jar Jar. So,
Well,
man, this is crazy.
and from my understanding, like, and Justin, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a rumor that was actually George Lucas's true intention. And it's not just a fan theory. Like initially it was really what he wanted to do with Jar Jar.
To make him the ultimate Sith Lord.
Yeah.
Man, that would have been the weirdest, probably cringiest swerve ever. Oh, hold on. I think FedEx is here.
I don't know, man.
Like the whole thing about him when he's when you see him moving his lips for no reason, and the other people are talking, and like the whole thing about like him hiding around the corner, all you could see is his mouth when the princess was talking. It's like, well, yeah, why would they just have him sitting there with his face barely sticking out? Like there was a lot of stuff that was like, oh man, and I've probably watched Phantom Menace, I don't know, 20, 30 times. Like that's a Star Wars movie I like. And so I didn't notice all that before. And so I'm like, oh man, this is crazy, dude. This is wild.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely sure. All right. So real quick until Justin gets back. Hold on. I want to talk about this question. Oh. Basically,
as long as Cara Dune keeps coming in, man, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm digging Cara Dune.
Well, it's what's his name? It's somebody's grandson. I cannot remember the guy's name. It's John, the famous cowboy. Why cannot remember it? John Wayne's grandson that does the walk, like where they got the walk from and all that stuff. So I did want to mention this. So Troy, what did you guys think of all the new number ones coming out from DC next week? So we're not going to check them out, honestly, because, and I don't mean this in any like negative way, but there's really no stakes for the books. It's a very short couple of months, no real effect on canon. But honestly, after this, apparently everything's going to be kind of out of canon.
Yeah, I mean, they're throwing continuity out the window.
Yeah. So that's just us. And again, we read a ton of indies, a few Marvel books. We're big on Batman from DC. But just this new weird thing they're doing over the next couple months just isn't what we're not going to be reading it. We may check out one or two here or there if it really intrigues us, but we're not going to do much with it just because there's no real stakes to it. And to be honest with you, with everything going on in DC, all the layoffs and the editing changes, and like I honestly expect it to be a little bit of a mess. So,
oh yeah, and to know that to me, who the guy that I would think is probably their knight in shining armor right now, being James Tynion.
Yeah,
and he's gone in August.
Oh yeah, that's right. So his exclusive is up
in August. So I don't know what DC is going to do, but they are losing the only thing that has been helping them compete with Donnie and Marvel. They're losing that in August, and from what I understand from the interview with Ross Ritchie, Tynion is going to be working on, pretty much going to be strictly working on his creator-owned IPs. So that's going to be a huge blow for DC because Batman's really been the only thing really popping. I mean, I know there's a lot of people reading that death metal junk, but I don't mean to call it junk. Sorry. It's just relative. Okay. But I know there's been a lot of people reading the death metal stuff, but I mean, in comparison to the amount of people,
that's over basically.
Yeah, and in comparison to the people that weren't reading it, I mean, Batman was pretty much the title that DC was holding on to this year.
And if I'm not mistaken,
interesting again.
And if I'm not mistaken, Capullo, he said he's kind of done with Batman and the Dark Knight stuff on Twitter. He said he's kind of moving on after that. So I don't know if we'll get another bit of that. I know Snyder is doing a bunch of indie stuff, creator-owned stuff. So I'm really just – and if you were a big-time creator, okay, if you were a Donnie or a whoever, right, would you go back?
I would never be Donnie.
Well, I'm just saying, would you go – oh, let's remove him. Make sure he has his pants on. Would you go to DC, right? And I think it's best he stays off for 1 second while we do this. Would you risk signing an exclusive contract with them or whatever with the way things are going? So I'm not sure.
I think that the only way somebody like a James Tynion, you know, he wants to work on his own stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's shown that when he gets to work on his own stuff, he shines. He really does. So for them to be able to get somebody like James Tynion IV to sign an exclusive contract, now, this is just my opinion. I haven't talked to him. I can send him a text and ask, but I would think they would have to give him, here are the reins, here's the horses, there's the wagon, just do what you want to do. Yeah. What title do you want to write? Do anything you want to do. You can turn Batman into a flying pink fairy with yellow wings if you want to, but just please save us. Something. They would have to absolutely give him the reins and total creativity, creative control over any and everything he's doing. And I think that's the only way somebody would take that chance, is to know, okay, well, this is a chance, but at least I'm going to get to do what I want to do and what I enjoy doing.
Yeah, and again, it's not so much DC as much as AT&T making these cuts and things like that. I mean, AT&T is not a comic book publisher. I think Feige, as the head of the Marvel stuff, I think he understands it a lot more, and I think that's why Marvel is not suffering some of the same fate. And obviously the MCU and stuff, but I don't know. Just we'll see. All right, let's move on so Justin can come back.
Sorry, I was taking my shoes off.
It's okay. I just make sure you weren't taking your pants off. So, okay, that's
you're right. It's not after midnight.
Just watch Favreau interview again. Boba will air at the end of 2021, and Mando will air shortly after that. So,
yeah, I feel like they are filming Mando season 3 right after they're done with Boba.
Yeah,
right. I mean, how come we don't have representation out here? What's up? Oh, hey. My God. Don't give them any ideas. Captain America will be in a 42-inch waist.
Sorry, I'm writing an email.
And we keep getting a bunch of comments on this, and I was trying to read them. But yeah. Well, you guys want to go ahead and wrap it up here in a second so Justin can actually work? I feel like we've taken up all his work time.
Not all.
Working anyway.
I feel like he just is always looking over and lettering while he's talking to us.
I mean, the Cintiq is right here. You can't see it. So if I was working, all you would see is like my side ear.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
So are you still like super backed up like you have been, or are you more at a point now where you're kind of got some breathing room?
The best way to describe it is that I have enough work to keep me busy during the day. There's enough work there to work every day, but I'm able to kind of do normal hours. So like a 8:30 to 6 type thing.
There we go.
Okay.
And if I wanted to, I could work in the evenings, but it's when I'm spending my time reading.
8:30 to 6, man, that's a long work day.
Now people are getting upset because I mentioned a 42-inch waist. It was just a number I picked that I knew was probably bigger than what Steve Rogers wears. I picture Steve Rogers as about like a 34, maybe a 36-inch waist kind of guy. So that was all. No,
I
no,
wear a 42-inch waist.
man, I promise.
I got a 42-incher.
See, I didn't mean. I mean, I may have. See, had I known that, I would have said, I was taking a dig at Nick, but not you guys. But I did not know that. Just threw out a number, guys. Sorry. Pants. I put on shorts to go to my doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. Got home at 9. Shorts immediately came off. Love working from home.
I tell you, man, it's going to be brutal when I have to go back to work and sit in my office where it's sometimes cold, sometimes hot.
I know.
Never perfect.
For 2 days this week and said, I wasn't ready yet. Took the rest of the week off.
I'm going to laugh at all of you.
Justin hasn't quit. But Justin is always working from home, so.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, check this out.
I've enjoyed the much needed time off. Oh, my God. Those are so horrible. So horrible.
I still think they look like prison shoes.
Guys, best shoes ever.
No, they are not. Those are absolutely horrid.
Look at that. They have Croc insides.
But they look so bad.
I don't care. They're the most comfortable shoes. And I know this is getting way off topic, but every 2 hours for the last day, I've been sending them pictures of my shoes like, hey, still haven't taken them off.
I mean, I've got, I rock these. I'm classy at least, but those are hugely just terrible.
Nah, bro. And Frank, this is right, dude. He was thick in Frank Miller. He was super thick.
That is true.
And that dude, the bad guy at the end, had some weird nipples.
They give you those in county lockup.
Exactly, Tyler. Hey, Tyler, I did show off the Canto.
What's that?
I was saying I showed off the Canto earlier.
I got my slip-on checkered Vans sitting on the floor right over here too. I do the Vans, I do the Crocs, I do cowboy boots, work boots.
I did have originally had a pair in the brown, but my wife bought them for me and they were a size too small. And when I went to Academy to exchange, they didn't have the size I needed, but they had the blue one, so I don't care. Oh man. Hey, they are so comfortable though. I don't even care. Sorry.
Can you stop?
No. All right. So we showed off some books, talked some comics. I'm going to go read the Ed Brubaker Reckless, edit some videos, maybe ship this to Tyler.
To my local honey hole and probably spend too much money and then come home and do a haul video unless I don't pick much up.
Hey, did y'all see the slab wall I put up for Josh?
Yep.
There it goes. There's the focus.
Looks
barely. So
I was
pretty-
more impressed by the pool shells. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. He had those for a while, but
for a long time.
He kept having to put his slabs behind one another, and anytime he tried to grab one, they fall. And I was like, well, maybe we can put up a J channel or something. So I went up there and put all that up, and it's pretty good. What up, who dat?
So Nick, what can everybody expect finishing the week?
What did you upload? What did you upload? And that's what's going to go out.
Well, we still have my top pickups of 2020.
And I'll do one, so we'll have a part 1 and 2.
Okay. So we're going to have our top pickups of 2020. We're going to have a Last Ronin update. Yep. And we are going to have a video on first appearances. What is a first appearance? What isn't a first appearance? Yeah. My take on that one might get a little spicy. So, but it is my opinion. So, I get into the previews, the ads, the cameos, all the hot takes will be in that video. So,
and it'll probably be all wrong. And so I may have to do a rebuttal video to my own channel, but that's okay.
Do what now?
I said your take on it will probably be all wrong, and then I'll have to do a rebuttal video to that of my own channel, but that's okay.
Well, no, I think that would be perfectly fine.
So 2nd Street, what's up? What's going on, man? Trinity finally read Sea of Sorrow. So really, it's a good book. Real good book. Yeah, definitely check out Behind the Scenes at Mando. It was really cool. And again, I'm a bit of a nerd, so I love to hear what's going on the back end, inspirations. I mean, that's why I got into comics. Dustin, let it go. No need to go to your LCS. Your reign as champion is over.
No, I'm not going to the LCS. The shop I'm going to is not local at all, and I only go up there when I need to.
So I think Josh is going to do something somewhere else, and I'm going to help him build another display area in between his bins. We're going to separate that. I'm going to build another display at some point. So we'll see what he does there. Anyone else been ours? No, because I don't have the space for it right now, but I will. Don't do the Hulk 180 argument. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
There are several arguments.
Yeah.
And, you guys are welcome to watch the video and see my opinions on all of it.
And it's all opinions, not facts, because Dustin sucks.
No, all my opinions are facts, just so everyone is aware before we go forward into this video. All of Dustin's opinions are facts. So just keep that in mind when you're watching the first appearances videos. It will help you with your collecting in the long run, and make sure you are getting the correct books.
Justin and I have to listen to Dustin's opinions all day, every day about crap.
And it makes you better people for it.
What's up, Legion? Hey, you guys go check out Legion of Comics, man. He puts out some good stuff. There's a lot of creators on here, so definitely go check out some of the creators because they do a lot of really, really solid stuff. Hey, Tyler, thanks for offering to pay for Justin's flight last night. Hope you remember that.
Yeah, I've learned. I've seen enough of Lost to know that you don't fly.
Well, Lee said if it happens, he's coming.
No, I think the first time I meet up with Dustin and Nick in person, I need to be driving my Prius.
You know what's going to be bad about that is you're going to be in a Prius. I'm going to be in a diesel truck, and Dustin's going to be in a minivan looking thing. And it's going to be a weird look for us.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to ride my custom built by my hands Harley Davidson straight up to the freaking ring steps.
Oh my goodness.
You seem to forget, sir.
Man.
I do not just have a crossover for my wife to drive my child around in. And if you really want to get into it, we can talk about that little eco wannabe diesel you have there.
Bro, my truck that is a diesel, a man's truck, it's 27 miles per gallon. Okay?
My cat's purr louder than that. I don't want to hear it. My motorcycle sitting still with the key turned off is louder than your diesel.
No, bro.
It barely counts as a diesel.
Hey, let the cold air hit in the turbo, and it gets going. Okay, it purrs like a bobcat. I don't know how bobcats purr. Oh man, remember that time I helped you buy that really awesome Chevy, and then you had to sell it? Man, life sucks.
The red one.
Yeah.
That I probably put another $4,000 into, replacing the engine, headers, new transmission, redid the whole interior. Yeah. I think about that truck all the time. I was thinking about it the other day, like if I ever see that truck for sale and I can verify it's that truck and it's still in the same shape, I will move mountains to obtain it again.
Well, I bet you could probably like find the serial number from the motor or something to match it.
I mean, I probably have something somewhere. I still got the owner's manual and a couple of parts that I kept, but I mean, I could probably find the VIN number and try to look it up somehow. But yeah, I would venture to say it's probably been beat to piss by now.
I'm nervous to start putting up these comments because I never know what it's going to be. And once Chris gets into the channel, not the channel, the comments, I end up accidentally doing it. I think we should probably wrap up though, and let Justin get to work. I feel like we do these and we Midwestern goodbye, and I know he hates those.
Well, I guess that's one way of doing it.
Yep. My truck purrs like an old man that smoked too many Marlboro Reds. That sounds like Dude, I bet that truck sounds good. I bet it sounds good.
All right, my bad. I accidentally swiped the wrong way.
I'm sure it was an accident.
Maxer. What do you guys think about the new setup where I'm further away from the background and I have a third shelf that I can fill out?
Floor. It's like being able to see your toes. I find it very disturbing and a little bit abrasive, and I'm not a fan of it.
You what now?
I'm not a fan of being able to see your floor.
You can barely see it because it's so dark, but yeah,
But it's like showing me your toes. I find it very offensive, and I don't care for it.
I'm gonna mount the TV on the wall, and then get rid of that.
Like
stand.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I move this too much because I'm pretty sure this TV is too heavy for this mount.
Oh, for sure. For sure. And hey, we don't support Fords here. Or Priuses for that matter.
I'm a classy guy. I wear a bow tie.
Oh my gosh. And see, I would have fought hard to support Ram at one point because that's basically what I've had the last couple of years. After dealing what I've dealt with on this stupid eco diesel, no way, bro. Chrysler is awful to deal with. So I may go Toyota next.
You really like spending money, don't you?
You know my issue with cars. I'm going to buy a minivan at some point. I'm waiting on Kevin to get his renewal on the next car and then buy his old minivan because it's like super cheap and it's very well maintained. I'm going to be rocking a minivan, dude. It's all blacked out.
You getting rid of the truck or what?
No, I'll just buy it. I mean, like when I say cheap, dude, like it's like cheap.
There's no way I will drive a minivan.
Dude, I'm totally.
Yes, they do. Thank you so much.
Oh my god, I love this.
I'm on the floor right now.
Ooh, let that Tesla truck hit.
Oh my god! Don't buy no trash Tesla.
Dustin.
Are you absolutely kidding me?
Let that Tesla truck hit when I'm done paying off my truck now. I got like 3 years left.
If you want a Tesla, if you want that Tesla truck, dude, I'll go out in the yard and scoop one up off of in the backyard here and send it to you in a brown bag.
It's bulletproof. Come on. It's freaking, unless you throw a marble at it, then it's not bulletproof. But that's besides the point.
I cannot believe you would want to drive some trash like a Tesla. Oh my god.
There's nothing wrong with it, man.
Mm-mm.
So Dustin's very much stuck in like the 50s.
Mm-mm.
Like he's still not cool with computers.
For me, man, you're too yuppie for me.
Look, I got my new hippie haircut now.
That's what I'm saying. You got your little blue shoes, your fancy haircut. You want to go drive a vehicle that doesn't have an actual engine in it. Just a freaking, basically just an RC car.
Dude, the only issue is like, where would I park it inside so it doesn't get water to touch it? You know what I mean? Because if you're going to buy a Tesla truck, it's got to be, it's got to be well protected. I'm joking. I'm being a bit facetious just to get Dustin going.
That just,
I would love to have a regular Tesla though.
Every time I see them, I'm just like,
exactly,
ugliest thing.
Having a kid, man, dude, totally minivan guy.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, screw the minivan, dude. Just get the H3. It's close enough, or even get the H2. I'm pretty sure those are a lot more affordable now.
They have an electric Hummer.
Still be dad, but be Rambo dad. Like, you can do that.
Yeah. They have an electric Hummer coming out.
Then it's not a Hummer. It's a battery with a Hummer skin, but it's not a Hummer.
Oh my god. And again, guys, these are all Dustin's opinions, which are technically facts according to him.
Facts.
This is what we deal with in our texting. And you can tell when Justin's had enough because we won't hear from him in like 6 hours.
Don't run on fuel.
And randomly he'll be like, guys, look what just showed up in the mail. We'll get 2 text messages and then Dustin will give his fact on it and then never again.
If the truck don't run on fuel, the damn thing just ain't cool. Just saying.
BMWs. Are they the electric ones? Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, Harbor Freight Tools has 25% off any single item through January 1st.
See, y'all ain't telling me nothing. I have owned and rode and drove some redneck trucks out here. I'm telling y'all. You got to tell me about lifts or none of that. I'm pretty sure I've owned a couple of trucks that have single-handedly almost killed the environment by themselves.
Oh my God. Probably. Well, you could be like our little brother and his friend and just cut the freaking catalytic converter straight. Like, you want to talk about redneck? When you're underneath
On that red truck.
okay, well, still, when you're underneath your pickup truck with a freaking hacksaw, just chopping off pieces of the exhaust.
Yeah, and then you just, well, most of the time what you do is you buy an insert that you put in there with collars, and that's the actual technical way to fix it. And that's what I did on that red truck. I put an insert in there, pulled the cats off. That way, when I had to get the emissions, I just put the cats back on, come back home, take them off. But yeah, he just sliced it so it was open.
Yeah. I'm like, good Lord. So I don't know. It is what it is. The 1989 Lamborghini truck was underrated. Range Rover that did 200. Holy crap. Electric, diesel, and regular. Oh, cool, man. Then it's a Buzzer, not a Hummer. Oh, man. All right. Well, my cover of the week is boom. Just spoiler alert. I thought that was really cool. Since I don't have the Kanto RI cover. Oh, my God. You guys crack me up.
No, that's not the one I was
I
laughing
know what you're laughing at.
at. Friggin' trees blocking my cell service.
Good Lord. All right.
All right.
Well, Justin,
We hope you guys have enjoyed the final morning show of 2020, and this is probably the final morning show until Christmas time of next year.
yeah.
That'll be the next time the three of us are all at home at the same time this early. Thanks again for helping us get to 2K before New Year's. That is awesome. I said before New Year's, I want to be at 2K, and we did it, and that's awesome. Remember, 3,000 away. If we hit 5,000 by July 1st, we had the boxing match, and 500 more subscribers. We're doing the biggest giveaway we've ever done. If you aren't sure what that is, go find the videos on our channel that talk about it, and you can figure out how to enter there. We'll be right back here Saturday night for the Comic Book Babble-on. I don't think I missed anything else. Make sure you guys keep the notifications on for when
Real quick.
content.
If you guys are on Twitter, do me one big, huge favor. Justin Birch would like to be at 1,000 followers by the end of tonight, whatever time that is, 12 o'clock, 12:01. So go follow him on the Twitter world.
How many you at?
I don't want to say because it'll kill the suspense.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you guys backstage how many I'm at.
Okay. All right, guys, make sure you keep the notifications on so you can see when we're dropping content this week and next week, because it is coming. And please share it out with your friends, your family. Throw it in the Facebook groups, wherever you want to do it, wherever you hang out and talk comic books. Just let people know about Two Brothers Comics. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys Saturday. And as always,
You got, how did you do it in the video? As always, you guys are the best part of Two Brothers Comics. He was mad.